All right, welcome back to Taking Flight with me, Mike Rocket Blackstone. Today's episode is going to be something different, a blast to the past. Going to take you all the way back into my history right here in Fullerton and give you a little history, a little glimpse into what Fullerton is all about. Now, this town is something special. There's something magical that happened here. This is literally the second oldest city in Orange County. The oldest was Santa Ana in 1886. Fullerton was 1887, just 1 year later, and you'll find that with its rich history and George Fullerton beginning this town here, a lot of really cool things happened here. One of the very first things that happened in Fullerton was Fender guitar was invented here. Now, for those of you who play music or interested in music at all, Fender is legendary, and Leo Fender and George Fullerton actually opened up a place called the Fender Electric Instrument Company. They made guitars and amplifiers right here in downtown Fullerton. This is a shot of its first building that clearly happened in Fender's early days of Fender guitar, 1946. I think 1946. Anyway, here we go. Legacy of Fender. Fender begins over 70 years ago in a small town, Fullerton, California workshop. Radio repairman by trade and inventor by heart, Leo Fender made the transition from musical instruments, creating the very first electric guitar, wood slab, electric pickups, awesome guitar. My dad and I played electric guitars for many years together, and there's my dad in his very first Fender Stratocaster. That's actually an original old one, 1965 Strat. And here's me playing one many years later, about the same age, learning to play guitar right here in Fullerton. Another interesting business that was developed here in Fullerton and helped put Fullerton on the map. So far we've got rock and roll, right? Now we've got aviation. So in my life, there's nothing more important than rock and roll and aviation. And a company that actually really put aviation on the map here in Fullerton is Hughes Aircraft. Beginning in 1957 to 1994, 37 years, Hughes Aircraft had a huge facility right here, only about a mile from where I lived and still live, in Sunny Hills, actually, just north of the Fullerton Airport and including the Fullerton Airport, which was developed in 1940. This amazing company called Hughes Aircraft was a huge part of Fullerton's history. The mayor even said at that time, Hughes is Fullerton and Fullerton is Hughes. I love that. Hughes Aircraft brought as many as 14,500 employees in 1986 to the Fullerton area. These guys were aerospace engineers. They were making radars. They're making submarine tracking systems and military weaponry right here in Fullerton. A huge corporation. $400 million in sales was brought to Fullerton through the Hughes Aircraft company. This was another shot of the Fullerton area from that time period. You could see all of the crops around Fullerton Airport, about a 3,000-foot strip there. Between the north road there is Artesia, and the south road is Commonwealth, 3,000-foot strip. Mostly it was used as a barnstorming field and a crop duster field until Hughes Aircraft came along and really just changed the landscape and put Fullerton on the map for aviation, especially for the military aviation business that they were in. Another legacy here in Fullerton is a lady named Flo Irwin, and she started a great company called Aircraft Spruce and Specialty. And back in the early days, they provided spruce wood for people making their home-built airplanes out of spruce. And if you remember the Spruce Goose, another Howard Hughes project, that was an aircraft made for the military out of wood called spruce. And they had a family home that was converted in Fullerton. Their basement was converted in Fullerton to a aircraft supply company. And it shows here in its last line, a one-page flyer is the first aircraft spruce catalog. The one-page flyer was selling spruce wood. Now, what makes Fullerton so awesome? And if you look at the big picture, this is a nice big map of the Los Angeles basin, and Fullerton is nearly the geographic center of the LA basin. It's where Disneyland in 1955 Walt Disney decided to put his huge operation just 5.5 miles from Fullerton to house his Happiest Place on Earth. So right here in Fullerton, we've got a lot of history. We've got a lot of reasons to be here. Great legacies of Fender guitar, Hughes Aircraft, Spruce, and Walt Disney. And next, I'm going to show you in the next episode, my family, the Blackstone family, and why we settled in Fullerton to create our legacy right here on Taking Flight with me. My name's Mike Rocket Blackstone, and keep on flying.